crazy. This is one of the craziest celebrations I've ever been to. Laos 2023. It is chaos. What makes Laos one of the most majestic hidden gems in the world? Let's find out. Random traveling black guy, back once again, this time in Laos. Yeah, so I've stopped in the capital city, which is Vientiane, with the famous Mekong River. It's very hot, but that can never stop my excitement. So on this trip, we'll be seeing areas as Vang Vieng, Luang Prabang, which will have the famous Laos New Year, which I am extremely excited to see that and all the wonderful celebrations that happen there. We're just gonna get this thing started right now, so I can't wait to show it to you.
Wow, did that clock say 3 a.m. in the morning? Bruh, fix your clock.
It is very, very humid out here, but I'm very happy to be back in Southeast Asia. Right now, I'm going to the monument of Patuxai, which for some reason looks like the Arc de Triomphe in France. It sounds like there's a connection. I'm also going to check out 2 temples that are close by, but I'm loving every second of where I am, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. Let's go.
Patuxai is an amazing monument in the middle of the city that shows the tie-ins between the French and Laotians. Hopefully the rooftop will be open. Then we're going to make our way down the road to Wat Si Saket. And hey, maybe have a croissant on the way.
Coming up on it right now. Wow. Just take a look at this. It's more beautiful than I thought it would look when I saw the pictures back home. This definitely reminds me of my parents who took me to see the Arc de Triomphe when I was a kid. Stunning isn't even the word. And now we are here at Patuxai. The shade feels amazing. The views are even better. Now, unfortunately, we can't go up to the top this year. They said they'll open it back up next year because I was going to show you that from the top, but that's okay. And I did mention before about the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, France. Well, in Vientiane, this is their own version of the Arc de Triomphe. The only difference is on the top, they have elephants, and on the side, they have canaries, which are half woman, half birds. And as for what we're looking at, yes, this monument was built between 1957 and 1968, and is to commemorate all the soldiers from Laos who passed away from the War of Independence from 1949. Well, we have finally made it to Wat Si Saket, which is a Buddhist temple built in a contemporary Buddhist style. This was built in the year 1818 and has survived the many attacks. In fact, the French colonial government actually restored this area in 1924 and again in 1930. Lastly, there are over 2,000 ceramic Buddha images.
I've seen Buddha images, but never this many in one place. The level of respect everyone showed was a sight to behold. You can make a blessing for a friend, or loved ones can donate flowers, or even buy art while here.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, this stuff is so stunning, just to know that it was here for so many years. I mean, you really feel like you went back in time looking at all of this, and I'm just stunned looking at every piece of art.
Time to hop across the street. The first temple was free till 5 o'clock, so stop there first before paying over here.
Wow, and as I walk up Phra Keo in this heat, it's still hot. Wow, they took it up a notch here. And this temple was built by King Setachila in 1565. And one of the more important facts here was that the Emerald Buddha was originally built in here, and it lasted for over 200 years. And then they were attacked over and over by the Siamese forces and others. Yeah, such tragic events that kept happening. I mean, wow, that many times over and over and over. I mean, what do you do at that point, right? But in 1970, it changed from a place of worship to a museum. And then in 1993, it was just officially restored. So here it is today. Let's check it out. These golden sculptures, I mean, look at this. Let me just turn the camera for a second. You see that behind me? Let me be respectful, take my shoes off and check this out.
Heading back into the heart of the city for one of my favorite activities.
I'm at a music store, and as I always told you guys, I love indigenous music of the world. This time, you are going to hear the can instrument from Laos. It's an indigenous instrument that a lot of the folks in the rural areas of Laos play, and it's a beautiful sound, so let's take a listen. The can is a mouth pipe that's generally made from bamboo. And although they played in Vietnam, it is the national instrument of Laos. Walking into the Laos marketplace right now for dinner, trying to snag something before tomorrow, which, yeah, I'm excited to go to Vang Vieng. Yeah, we're going to Vang Vieng tomorrow. And after that, it's gonna get interesting. But what should I eat? Maybe my favorite is the papaya salad. I've had it a couple times and I think I'm gonna try theirs and see how it goes.
เก็บไม้เก็บฟืนมาต้มกันพอน้ำเดือดเรามาแบ่งกันกินพอฟืนหมดเราช่วยกันเก็บฟืนบางคนว่าฉันเป็นคนบ้าบางคนว่าสติไม่ค่อยดีบางคนว่าฉันเป็นเส้นนี้เพราะผิดหวังกับบางสิ่งที่ตั้งใจฉันไม่เคยคิดเป็นอื่นใดที่ยาวไกลเกินสุดขอบฟ้าเราพบกันใต้ดวงตะวันมอง
Ooh. Top of the morning, top of the morning. A beautiful morning that is. But the wonderful thing today is we're going to the city of Vang Vieng right now. So it's more of the rural area, which I am very excited for. Those are always my favorite type of places. Really can't wait. And now I'm in Vang Vieng. Yes, a population of over 25,000 people, very, very small city. So the Blue Lagoon is here, which is something that I was reading about, which I will show you tomorrow. I think I'm gonna see the Hmong people, which that is going to be extremely exciting. I was studying about them and it's fascinated how they live and just wanted to spend some time with them and see what they do on their day-to-day. And you guys also notice how foggy it was. Yeah, that's actually because it's burning season. Yeah, burning season is from February to April, where all the farmers around the country burn all their old crops. So yeah, it looks smoggy. The further north you go, the worse the air quality is. Oh, and did I mention I had some yellow noodle soup? And oh my goodness, was it fire. Yeah, the food here is something to behold. It's incredible. I think some kids are smiling, laughing at me. I'm looking back, hey. But anyway, I might get something else to eat. Ooh, yeah, the burning, the fire, it's hot. I think I'm running that well a little dry, so let's get the day going. this is Hanoi. Peep his shirt. Anyway, yeah, it's still hot and humid, so let's hit the lagoons. Dip the toe, man. Water's just fine. Random traveling black guy. Yeah, back. Had some lunch. A lot of it spilled, unfortunately. You know, it happens sometimes. But right now, more importantly, I'm with Hanoi.
Sabadi, what's up?
Well, I just have a quick question, man. What do the lagoons all mean to the Lao people?
Lagoons like some nature swimming pool. Yeah. So on this time we have like summer, right, in Laos, and people they like to come to here. The children come to swim at the lagoon.
Nice. And second question is, only got 3. How is the Lao New Year?
For the Lao New Year, like celebration in Laos, it's a big festival like New Year, and Lao people would be all happy on the New Year, and we enjoy together with friends or with family. I mean, like on the street, you will see the people they spread water to the people who pass, or spread people who own people who you are believe and you trust them.
That's really, really awesome, man. And my final question is, what's the difference between the Hmong people here and just the Laotians? Mm-hmm.
So Hmong people they are come from south of China, come to Laos long time ago. I mean, and they are living in the top of the mountain, and we have different language from them.
How many languages do they speak?
Do they speak like Lao, Hmong, and some people they learn English. They can speak English and Chinese as well.
Thank you so much, my bro.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
The Hmong people are the 3rd largest ethnic group in Laos, and the estimated number of Hmong people living in Laos range from 450,000 to 600,000. The term Hmong is used in different ways and is often used to refer a wide range of distinct ethnic groups. Used in a narrow sense, the Hmong people are a group who migrated to Southeast Asia in the late 18th century and early 19th century. Being among the Hmong people, see what I did there? They have the uncanny ability to make time stand still. The time I spent here was priceless, and I will never forget these wonderful people.
So I just had a pineapple fried rice from Vang Vieng. It's one of my favorite restaurants here. The food was outstanding. I mean, can't say anything bad about it. I mean, wow. Like, wow. I want another plate. Should I order a second one? Ooh, yeah, those seconds were good. Much love to Vang Vieng Lati. If you're out here in Vang Vieng, it's a restaurant you have to try. But now I'm done, and I'm off to Luang Prabang to see the Lao New Year. And this is where we're gonna start the journey at the Lao New Year in Luang Prabang. They actually had the bullet train here that gets you all the way. So it's still relatively new, which is pretty cool. And might go out and check out the Uxo Bomb Center, where they talk about how Laos was involved in unfortunate events, how they were the most bombed country per capita in the world due to the Vietnam War. May also check out the marketplace and walk around a lot of the temples. Now I am at Mount Phra Keo. the top stupa, which is in the center of Luang Prabang. And this was created here in 1804 by King Analud. And a lot of people come from around the world to see this incredible monument. Such marvelous views that you could see around the city. You can see the Mekong, I mean, heck, I can see everything. This heat, still unforgiving. Off to the Gongzi waterfalls, driving around, bumpy ride, early morning. And, ooh, it's gonna have 3 pools that dip down. That we go across into turquoise pools, which should be pretty cool. And considering it's so hot out here, really want to just jump into these pools. So made it to the Gongzi waterfalls, and yes, marvelous. Yeah, 3 tiers is what it has, and you could also go all the way up to the top, which did pretty much all that. It got very, very hot. Slip a couple times, but at least they have some like bamboo, or at least they have some tree branches to hold on to, because yeah, it gets slippery up there. Just a tip. Take a look at the biggest one. After Mount Falsi and the Gongzi waterfalls, I had to stop for a coconut because the heat is just killing me. Next on the agenda is a subject matter that's very near and dear to my heart that I want to convey a special message to the Travel House about. And now I am at the Uxo Visiting Center, which stands for Unexploded Ordnance. Sadly, this area shows a lot of what happened during the Vietnam War with Laos. Over 270 million bombs were dropped from 1964 to 1973. They've already removed over 77,000 bombs and landmines, but still a lot more work to go. They actually said it's going to take about 100 more years to remove all of the bombs from the areas around Laos. And it's kind of just insane how many bombs when you think about that, because Laos is the most bombed country in the world per capita. To see what's happened with so many children finding these landmines still, like unexploded bombs in rural areas of Laos, it's truly sad. I hope more is done so that, the people in the rural areas could, just live peacefully and freely. But if you want to come check this out, it's in Luang Prabang. It's a nice area. It's very sad to see what's happened, but we got to do better. Top of the morning. Yes, once again, today it should be really fun. As you know, I really love elephants, and back in Asia to see Asian elephants, I'm actually going to a sanctuary. Now, I must admit, years and years ago, I remember being in Southeast Asia and Thailand. I was much younger and rode the elephant, but didn't realize what was actually happening to them. So, I educated myself. I just wanted to go and just kind of do things a lot different and do things how they're supposed to be done, because elephants should be free just as all animals. So I'm very excited to show these elephants to you, and why waste any more time? Let's go. Random traveling black guy, back again at the Elephant Resort Sanctuary, and behind me, as you can see, it's elephants. So very excited to show this portion of the trip. I wanted to do something that, highlighted elephants and showed how they were saved and not used for human entertainment anymore. So, to be ridden and stuff like that. So here they teach you how to make paper from elephant dung. There's a hospital here where they heal wounded elephants, and a lot more, and just show how playful they can be with these majestic creatures behind me. So,
despite often being overlooked in favor of Thailand, Neighboring Laos is a wonderful place to get up close to these Asian giants. While reserves are fewer, there are some incredible ethical elephant sanctuaries in Laos, all of them doing great work to offer these animals a better kind of life. After enjoying these marvelous views, I sat down with Lei to ask a few questions.
So we're on the Nam Khan River, adjacent to the Mekong, and we just went across, saw some majestic elephants. It's beautiful. We're on the ride right now, and on a boat ride. And this is, wow, I want to thank our guide. Yeah, the guy was awesome. He knows what he's talking about. So if you're coming out here and want to check him out on the Nam Khan, adjacent to the Mekong. Apparently they're having lunch over there. To check him out on the Nam Khan River, yeah, you gotta come check this out and see all of this for yourself. Stunning. How did you get into wanting to save the elephants and bring them to the elephant sanctuary?
That's which are the elephant from the logging. We would like to live here, stay here longer. At the moment, we try to stop for logging and also elephant riding. We would like to leave them here. They can live with you for longer. You know, I think is in the future maybe no more elephant. We would like to make program to breeding more elephant in the future, but not Luang Prabang. In the Luang Prabang only for tourism. No elephant riding. We would like to feed them, take care of them, to save them.
Yeah, see, and that's a wonderful thing that they do here is trying to get the elephants away from like the riding tours and saving them from like the harsh labor that they've been living through, which has been, pretty unfortunate that it still happens, like, not just Southeast Asia, but in other parts of the world. My final question will be, the Laos New Year is coming up.
Oh yes, tomorrow, start tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow after tomorrow.
What's the significance of the Laos New Year? What does it mean to the Lao people?
They can help for the Miss Nang Sangkhan, 14 and 15. They also go either with the Miss Sangkhan, also the monks, also from the many things of that. They're in working in the main world.
Wow.
They're so nice, they're beautiful. Also the people, they can throw the water with the monk.
The water guns and the storing water on people. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I know that's going to be a lot of fun. Are you excited for that tomorrow?
Oh yes. Tomorrow they just only have the market fair. The people they can have the selling there in the daytime, in the evening time. Nice, awesome.
Well, I want to thank you, Lei, for talking with me and giving this short interview on everything that's in Luang Prabang, a beautiful place. You have to come and check it out. Thank you very much, man.
Welcome.
It's always great to spend time with the gentle yet largest mammals in the world. But now it's about to get really exciting as we start the celebration of the Laos New Year with Miss Luang Prabang and a holiday night market.
I didn't even see him doing it.
The celebration was something I couldn't believe. A citywide water gun fight? This is something that must be experienced. The festival date is based on the traditional Solar New Year that was observed in parts of Asia. It falls on either April 13th or the 14th. Although celebrations can last more than a week in towns such as Luang Prabang, Travel House. If you love water gun fights / water balloon fights and huge traditional celebrations, look no further than the Laos New Year.
What a Laos New Year. What a celebration. Yeah, just dried off from being soaked. Motorcycles going by, and the Laos New Year was insane. I know they have a lot of them going on in Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam. The celebrations, they're all wonderful, but I was told that they haven't had this celebration in 3 years because of, the Rona. I personally don't know how many people there were, but it looked like hundreds of thousands. Somebody inside said over 1 million. I mean, if it was, I could believe it. It was so many people. I mean, I had to just kind of take it in. I was in awe of what I was looking at when I stood back and just saw thousands of people, or if it was 1 million, but just thousands of people in the streets celebrating for this thing. And and when they shoot you with water guns or dump water onto you, that means they're blessing you. So everything's a blessing. And watching it, all the kids loving it. And the wild thing was you'd see women who are like their 50s, 60s, and even 70s and above throwing water on you with water guns. And it's something I probably wouldn't see back home, but here they do it because of the meaning behind it. So, man, Lau, I gotta take my hats off to you. That was one of the most incredible experiences, and especially after the Rona, to be back and celebrate it with everyone here. Man, kudos, man. Kop chai. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, gonna be ending this trip very soon, Definitely enjoyed myself. This was one for the record books. Plans changed, moved some things around, but Laos was outstanding. I love this place. This country has some of the nicest people I've ever met in the world, so thank you, Laos.
Laos truly is one of the best places to be on this planet, with great food and wonderful culture. I hope more people will give this beautiful gem a try. Next up, we're going to a place that is heavily populated.
To conclude this journey, wow, truly one for the record books. Laos truly has some of the nicest people I've ever met in the world. The culture is beautiful, and some of the oldest history in the world lies here in Laos. So I truly encourage everyone to check it out. And what I was telling a lot of people here is that you meet some of the greatest people on the planet when traveling, especially in a country like this. But the saddest part is, because it's like it's a double-edged sword, is you meet the great people, but then you eventually have to say goodbye. So I hope I encourage everyone who wants to take a more remote adventure. I hope I can encourage people who want to take a remote adventure and see something completely different. Laos is definitely the place for you. And as you know, I gotta catch my flight, everybody. So, Kop chai. Take care, Travel House. See you next time.